Let's embark on a journey into the world of gamification and its vital role in education. From the origins of play as an evolutionary strategy to its modern-day applications in the classroom, this exploration will reveal how games can unlock the full potential of learning. We'll examine how gamification, experiential learning, and reflection work together to create dynamic and engaging educational experiences. Play is a fundamental aspect of learning and development, deeply embedded in our evolutionary history. Across the animal kingdom, especially among mammals, play serves as a critical mechanism for acquiring essential survival skills. In young mammals, play behaviors such as chasing, pouncing, and mock fighting are not just expressions of energy, but are vital for honing motor skills, social interactions, and problem-solving abilities. For instance, predator species engage in play to practice hunting techniques, while prey species develop agility and escape strategies. These playful activities mimic real-life challenges, providing a safe environment to learn and adapt without the immediate risks associated with actual survival situations. This concept extends to human evolution, where early humans engaged in play to master complex tasks, such as tool-making, social cooperation, and environmental navigation. Children in hunter-gatherer societies often practiced adult roles through play, using miniature tools or engaging in role-playing scenarios that mirrored real-life challenges. This form of experiential learning ensured that essential skills were passed down through generations. The significance of play in learning is further supported by research in evolutionary game theory, which examines how strategies for cooperation and competition evolve within populations. These studies suggest that play-like interactions can facilitate the development of social norms and collaborative behaviors, essential components of human society. Recognizing the profound role of play in our evolutionary past, it's evident that integrating play into educational settings aligns with natural learning processes. Games, whether physical, strategic, or role-based, offer dynamic platforms for students to engage actively, reflect critically, and apply knowledge in meaningful ways. Through games, we can create such environments, situations, and scenarios that lead to very diverse experiences otherwise difficult to create. By incorporating game principles into education, we tap into an intrinsic motivation to learn, fostering environments where students can thrive through exploration, experimentation, and reflection.
I have been using gamification in my training courses for years, and in my opinion, it is one of the best ways to transform academic content into a way that is more attractive, more acceptable for learners, and to be honest, in this way they get a really broader vision of what the content is and how it can be applied in practice.
Now, if we think about how play has been a core part of our evolution, it becomes clear that experiential learning, learning through direct experience, is one of the most natural ways we learn. It mirrors the process we've been using for millions of years, whether it was hunting and gathering or exploring new environments. In education, this approach is known as experiential education, where students engage actively with content, reflect on their experiences, and apply what they've learned to new situations. One of the most widely recognized models of experiential learning is Kolb's learning cycle, which consists of 4 key stages: concrete experience, reflective observation, abstract conceptualization, and active experimentation. This cycle helps us understand how we process and learn from experiences. It starts with engaging directly in an activity, like playing a game or solving a problem, and then reflecting on that experience. The next step involves making sense of what happened, drawing conclusions, and developing theories or ideas. Finally, the learner tests these ideas in real-world situations, applying their new knowledge in practice.
So how happy are you with show me from, let's say, a scale from from the table up until your head. Okay, you have table head, table is 0 and head is 10. Show me the level of satisfaction. How satisfied are you with the problem that Elon Musk solved? How happy are you about it? 0, 10. All right. All right. How was this? How was cooperation on this in this task?
I think that it was based on a democratic system, which is not always the best to this decision-making system.
So what has happened is that some people are happy with it, but some people are unhappy with it. But you decided to vote and take the democratic approach. Would there be any other option how you could have taken your decision?
Definitely.
Talking, like making
debating, presenting the arguments behind.
So if you had more time, let's say you would have discussed more, but this time it was better to have some project solved than no project solved, because the opportunity had just it was a fleeting opportunity.
Reflection plays a crucial role in this cycle. Without reflecting on the experience, we miss out on deeper learning. Reflection allows us to examine what worked, what didn't, and how we can improve, helping to turn experiences into lasting knowledge. This is particularly powerful when using games in education. Games provide a dynamic, hands-on experience, but deeper learning takes place when students are encouraged to reflect on their actions, their strategies, and their outcomes. By guiding learners through the reflection process, we can help them make meaningful connections and reinforce the lessons learned through play. After a game or learning experience, reflection is essential for deepening understanding and solidifying learning. One effective way to guide this reflection is by using the 4F method, which focuses on 4 key areas: facts, feelings, findings, and futures. This method helps learners critically analyze their experiences, making sense of what they've learned and plan how to apply their insights moving forward. First, start with facts. Ask students to recall what happened during the game or activity. What were the key events or decisions? This helps ground the reflection in objective reality, ensuring that everyone has a shared understanding of the experience. Next, explore feelings. It's important to recognize and process the emotions that arose during the experience. Feelings, whether positive or negative, can be overwhelming and cloud our ability to think critically. Once feelings are processed, the mind can move beyond emotional reactions and focus on analysis and deeper reflection. Then, move on to findings. This is where learners analyze what they've learned from the experience. What strategies worked? What could have been done differently? What insights or patterns did they notice? This phase helps connect the dots between the experience and the knowledge gained, allowing students to extract key takeaways. Finally, ask about futures. How can learners apply what they've learned to future situations? What changes or improvements will they make next time? This forward-thinking stage helps to reinforce the application of new skills or knowledge, making the learning feel practical and relevant to real-world scenarios. It's important to note that the 4F method is not a rigid structure. Some stages might not feel relevant in certain situations, and that's okay. The facilitator should respond to the needs of the learners and allow the reflection process to unfold naturally. By guiding learners through this reflection process, the educator shifts from being the central figure in the learning to becoming a guide. This approach empowers students to take charge of their own learning. When learners are actively involved in reflecting and making sense of their experiences, they tend to retain the knowledge better and feel more invested in their personal growth.
Proč využívat reflexi po aktivitě? Díky reflexi a správnému kladení otázek, nebo otázky jsou v reflexi velmi důležité, a správnému zacílení, na co se v reflexi budete soustředit, můžete lidi nebo tým, s kterým pracujete, dát mnoho. Díky správným otázkám si můžou uvědomit jaké jsou týmové role, kdo je vůdčí typ, kdo je ten, který má nápady, kdo je takzvaný stmelovač nebo uhlazovač vztahů. Můžou si lidé uvědomit, jak řeší konflikty, jak to funguje právě v té dynamice té skupiny, jestli když má nějaký úkol, jestli se hned pouští do akce, nebo naopak nejdřív jako promýšlej, jak to tam funguje. A to je spoustu pilířů, na který pak můžou dál stavět díky právě tomu uvědomění si správně kladených otázek.
When we bring games into the educational context, we're giving students the opportunity to actively engage with learning in a hands-on, meaningful way. Educational settings, games can take on several forms. For example, board games offer structured play with clear rules and objectives, encouraging strategic thinking, teamwork, and problem solving. Games like these can be excellent for teaching students how to work within a set of constraints and make decisions based on available information. Role-playing games, or RPGs, allow students to step into different characters or scenarios, providing opportunities for creativity, empathy, and perspective taking. These games are great for fostering collaboration, communication, and critical thinking as students navigate complex social dynamics and solve problems together. Physical activities and movement-based games engage students through physical interaction, promoting teamwork, coordination, and active learning. These activities are particularly effective in encouraging participation and helping students learn through doing, which reinforces experiential learning principles.
So there'll be 3 things I'll say randomly. There'll be apple, there'll be orange, and there'll be banana. For apple, you jump 1 step in front. For orange, you jump 1 step backwards. And for banana, bazinga, you turn. Orange. Apple. Apple. Orange banana.
Problem-solving games or challenges can be designed to stimulate critical thinking, where students have to use logic, reasoning, and teamwork to solve puzzles or complex situations. These types of games are excellent for developing cognitive skills and decision-making abilities. Creative games, like storytelling or design-based challenges, encourage students to think outside the box and use their imagination. These games often foster creativity, collaboration, and innovation, helping learners express themselves in unique ways. Let's take a closer look at what drives us to play. The urge to play isn't just about filling time. It's a fundamental motivation that shapes how we engage with the world. The hexad theory offers a valuable framework to understand the different types of motivation behind our desire to play, breaking them down into 6 distinct types. First, we have the players, individuals who are primarily driven by external rewards. They might not feel an intrinsic drive to engage with the game itself, but they are motivated by the outcomes it can bring. They enjoy succeeding in the game because of the external incentives rather than the process or experience of playing itself. For the other types, the motivation to play goes beyond external rewards. They require something more. These individuals are driven by intrinsic desires to find satisfaction in engaging with the game for personal reasons, rather than just rewards. For achievers, the motivation comes from the satisfaction of accomplishment. For them, the process of overcoming challenges and achieving goals is what makes play engaging and meaningful. Explorers are motivated by the thrill of discovery. They play to uncover new content, solve complex problems, and explore the unknown. For them, play is a way to expand their knowledge and satisfy their curiosity. Then we have the socializers. These individuals are driven by the desire to connect with others. They play to build relationships, collaborate with teammates, and engage in social interactions. Philanthropists are motivated by the opportunity to make a positive impact. They play to help others, contribute to a cause, or support teammates. For them, the value of play lies in the meaningful contributions they can make. Finally, we have the disruptors, those who are driven by the desire to challenge norms, break rules, and create chaos. While their actions can sometimes disrupt the flow of a game, they also have the potential to drive innovation, introducing new ideas and perspectives that can lead to progress. Disruptors make up a small portion of society, about 2 to 3%. Recognizing the different types of players and their motivations is key to effectively using games in education. By understanding what drives students, whether it's external rewards, personal growth, social interaction, or innovation, educators can ensure that gamified elements resonate with all learners, creating more engaging and tailored learning experiences.
Why I love games in education is that students are more interested in the process. They are not afraid to make some mistakes, and they even don't know they are learning, even if it's more effective. So I can tell you that teacher since 2013 at high school, and since I used it gamification during my lessons, it's totally amazing. So I hope there will be more and more teachers who will join me. Thank you.
In conclusion, gamification and experiential learning are not just modern trends. They reflect the natural ways in which humans learn and grow. By recognizing what motivates students to play, we can design learning experiences that are more engaging and effective. Reflection and thoughtful facilitation play a key role in helping students process their experiences, deepen their understanding, and retain knowledge. Play is at the heart of education, and it holds the key to creating more impactful learning.